What's goody, gang? It's your boy Dale, aka Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Today is day 2 of the dates that we're doing.
Okay, here we go. Night 2, second half of night 1.
Last night it was okay. Conversation was good, but I just wasn't blown away.
Really exciting. I'm looking to build up that momentum I started with yesterday.
I'm not as nervous anymore, which is good. So it's getting easier.
I'm just trying to have a good time, trying to vibe, make some jokes, really enjoy myself. This is what it's all about, really.
2 words for you. We ready.
Who's ready for night 2? He is. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It's time for episode 2 of season 2 of UMDisblind, the hottest romantic TV show taking College Park by storm. As always, I'm your host, Stephen Mailing, joined here by Frank, our co-host for right now. And we are more than excited to show you what happened this night between new members of the cast that obviously you might not have seen on dates from episode 1. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right down to it. Let's see what happened between Ray and Gwen.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Gwen, what's going on?
Not much. Talking to you.
And Gwen, we had a weird convo. I learned some shit about her.
But I think I really scared this little innocent boy with my bug killing stories because I told him how I used to have fireflies as pets. When I was younger, I had lightning bug as pets.
How? How does that work?
I don't know, but like when I was younger, I know this sounds really strange, but we had like birds and stuff as pets, so like they were kind of boring. I wanted like a dog or a cat. My mom said no, so I had to like go out there and get my own pets. So I had like a ton of different bugs.
So what, did you just like catch them and keep them in a jar and then
Yeah, I kept
like they were just dead after a week?
Yes, I was so scared like when I opened the box. I was like, I really murdered like a colony of bugs.
Well, bad news, Ray. That is one tough act to follow.
That's horrible. That's some serial killer shit.
It's not a person.
It is like shit that she did as a child. Like she said she stepped on snails, kept bugs as pets.
It's alright. I had done worse when I was little.
You've done worse. Explain.
I used to step on snails because I like the sound of its shell crack.
All right.
I swear, I'm a better person now. I swear.
A better person? You've grown out of your snail killing phase?
No, I stopped that.
All right, I'm good. I'm glad. That's good, is what I meant to say. Anyways, I have a question for you. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
Don't worry, Ray. The snails will get their revenge.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And wants to die on her birthday. And like the third one is like fine, like you do you. But the other two like weirded me out for some reason. So sorry, Gwen.
So my birthday buddy is William Shakespeare, right? He was born on April 23rd. He died on April 23rd. And I've always been thinking that I want to die on my birthday.
Oh my God. Why?
I don't know. Don't you think that's so cool? I don't know why I decided to share that story, honestly. My head was heated, I guess.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
There was a winner in the pack tonight, and her name was Winnie. It's in her fucking name.
So you're Winnie?
Yes, I'm Winnie, not like Winnie the Pooh. Winnie as in it's close to my middle name, so that's
Oh, that's nice. I like that name.
She doesn't like Winnie the Pooh, so I was actually about to ask her if that's how she got her name. So luckily she elaborated before I said anything, so she saved me on that one.
Why'd you choose Kronk?
Well, I love cooking. Like Kronk, the character from The Emperor's New Groove, is like a big cooking guy.
Then I also had a conversation with Kronk. That was my second date. Kronk.
And my number one thing, I love cooking for people.
I like cooking too. What's your favorite thing to make?
We vibed on cooking cheesecake, or baking cheesecake.
Cheesecake for dessert, because it's so challenging, and probably steak for dinner. I love getting that perfect medium rare. I keep striving for it.
But she's an engineering major.
Easy there, Kronk. Let's keep this PG-13.
Yeah, I actually just made a cheesecake for my dad's birthday. And
Ooh,
it was
what
really
kind?
good. It was like strawberry swirl.
He said that he would make me a cookie dough cheesecake, and honestly, if we don't match, I still want to get your cookie dough cheesecake because it sounds amazing and I'm sure it's amazing.
My number one is I make a mean cookie dough cheesecake. So if we like in the future, if we ever like meet up for any, I'd like 100% just say the word. I'd make that for you in a second.
All right, I'm looking forward to the mean cookie dough cheesecake.
She loves making cheesecake just like me. I think she and I could potentially go far. Like I'm really excited for that potential.
I think that when it comes to my dates, I think I had the best one with Dylan. I thought Dylan was really funny. So tell me about yourself, Dylan. What year are you, for starters?
Oh, okay. I'm going to be a junior, so
Okay.
super excited about that. Yeah. I'm a psychology major, so
Okay.
I'm assessing you from over the phone.
I asked her what year she was, and she's a junior, and I'm a senior. And she made this joke.
Are you into younger women? Is that what it is?
What kind of question? And I was like, I don't know about that. Into younger women.
I was thinking it, and I was like, should I ask that? Like, maybe not.
I'm so sorry. I made this joke about him liking younger women, and I got so embarrassed and like, oh my god, I didn't ruin the conversation, but I felt like I did.
Delivery was kind of
like
off.
a coy joke.
No, I get you. I don't know. I'm into people just in general. I don't want to say younger women because that can come off a little creepy.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm sorry.
She was, trying to be funny at least. So it was interesting.
So that was totally my fault. Like, shit on me all you want, Ben. I kept on apologizing. I felt so bad. It was just like supposed to be like a cougar joke. I don't know what was going through my mind. I think I was just really nervous. So, Ben, I'm sorry. There's no hard feelings if you didn't like that conversation. That was totally my fault. So, I hope he finds love in a different place.
I'm like behind it. If I could like get into the finance side of like dispensaries, I feel like that'd literally be the perfect thing I could do for the rest of my life. So
yeah, no, I'm like a bio major with an entrepreneurship minor, so I'm like, it's perfect like mix.
Then there was Maverick, and so at first I was like the whole conversation I was kind of like unsure about him.
Oh, 100%. And like I feel like it's gonna be one of those things that you could just make a ton of money. Like
it is, but like you need to get him now.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know that like we're like a year or two out. They also literally they just like I think found a like working COVID vaccine. So like, Snooki, amazing. Talking about, her dream was opening a dispensary. I thought that was super cool.
To tell it.
I know. I mean, long story short, it just involves like being in Fort Lauderdale, not having a hotel room and being there for like an overnight. And we just had to like.
Then at the end,
it just involves a lot of coke and an Uber driver. If we match, you'll have to hear it. But
oh my gosh, I want to hear it now.
Yeah, I don't have time to tell it now. So
you got me, man. You got me.
I did. So maybe you'll hear it soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, it's good. It was good talking to you.
Good talking to you. Bye.
So I'm not sure, but he said something interesting that caught my attention and made me want to talk to him again.
You'll find out. That's a vibe for me.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, oh my gosh, Chandler! Yes!
Regina Phalange. This was super fun. We were already excited to talk to each other.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you? I was waiting because someone was like, "Oh my God, someone else has a friend's name." And I was like, "I need to meet this person."
I literally like, oh my gosh, that's crazy that that's your alias. That's so funny.
My next date, top of the night, Chandler.
Are you?
I literally watch Friends so much. Like, I swear to God, I've watched it like 5 times because I'll introduce someone.
We found out, right away that like we had similar aliases or nicknames from friends, And so we were just already super pumped and energetic to talk to each other, which was definitely a lot of fun.
Oh, me too. I have a poster. Is it black?
Like right off the bat, we like started vibing because his name is from Friends. It's literally my favorite show. And I was like, Chandler's my favorite character from my favorite show. You know what I mean?
Mine is like a bunch of the like all the references, like pivot and like I don't know.
Pivot.
Yeah, oh my gosh, so funny.
And so we just like really vibed. We like, I don't want to give too much away because like, you know, could be my man. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I kind of want to get like the boring stuff out of the way first.
Okay.
So like year and major.
Talked to was Ben. Ben was nice. He was legit probably the only person to ask major and year. I think he was the only one.
Yeah, speaking of plans for the future, what do you want to do once you graduate? Like, what's the plan?
So the plan is to go to the West Coast.
Ooh, I thought Winnie was pretty cool too.
And do software engineering
Mhm.
in San Francisco. I don't know if that's gonna happen with like Corona and all of that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm hoping I can just stay home and make like San Francisco money and save all of that money.
Yeah, I feel you.
We started talking about like future plans, and I was telling him how like I want to go to San Francisco eventually and do software engineering.
When it comes to like music, what's your favorite like artist or song right now?
My favorite song right now, don't judge me.
When I look at notes for Winnie, I mean, she seemed like she had like the best questions. She was the most prepared.
Savage by Meg Thee Stallion, and then the remix that Beyonce has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been singing that around the house, but
since I'm graduating in a year, like we could be friends I'm graduating in a semester. We can be friends for probably that semester, but then I'm gonna be on the West Coast, so that might be an issue.
Are you like big into TikTok or?
I actually deleted TikTok once I found out that like they were
searching you. Yeah. And I actually like had a good time like talking about everything. So definitely a good time.
Who am I talking to?
This is the backup.
The backup.
Pretty
The newbie.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, welcome. You're not missing much. It's still pretty fresh.
My last date was with the backup, and I liked his name because he like joined later to the season.
But for me, the biggest red flag is if I'm in a relationship and either me or my partner is not really showing the same amount of respect. And then there's Margarita. Definitely had some fun talking with her.
Okay. Do you care to elaborate or no?
Well, long story short.
And he was good to talk to. We had like deeper conversations. He's more like a glass half full kind of dude, which I respect because I am as well.
My parents were divorced since I was like 7.
Okay.
And it wasn't a decent divorce where everything was at least civil. It was very bleh.
That's rough. I'm sorry.
Part of the reason why I go to school in Maryland when I live in Texas. I felt like our conversations were a little bit more in-depth, which I actually really liked. It was a change of pace.
Honestly, I don't think the second group of girls kind of stood up to the first. I did like talking with Dylan. She was really sweet.
Tell me the name or the story behind the name Dylan.
Oh, okay. It's actually not that big of a story. During quarantine, I've been listening to a lot of like Bob Dylan, and I was like, oh, like Dylan's kind of cool, and it's like boy girl name. I don't know, but then my friends were like, why would you do that? Then they think that you're like talking to a boy, and I'm like, that wasn't the intention. I just thought it was a cool name. I don't know.
Dylan can be a girl name. I know girls named Dylan. I know girls named Tyler. I know girls named Riley and Ryan.
Oh, Riley's such a cool name for a girl. I love that name for a girl.
Big facts.
Overall, like, nice. He like kept the conversation going. Like, yeah, it was just like, it was okay.
Hangover food?
Something about a bagel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would probably say like a bagel with an egg sandwich bagel.
Okay.
Full disclaimer note, bagels are only valid in New York and New Jersey. Fight me.
I just think it was okay, but like a nice guy.
How are you? How do you pronounce your name?
All right. What is this? The fourth one of the night? Fourth person of the night to ask that. It's Arturo.
Is
It's
it
actually my
from,
middle
like,
name.
Money Heist?
Seems like a really cool and interesting guy. We had a good conversation, loved his energy.
Money Heist. Yo, you watch Money Heist?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was my show. I binge
Yeah.
watched.
I know. I don't like. I watched like the first 7 episodes and then I got like sick of it. To be honest, that's just me. I just can't like. I just can't stand like longer form TV like that.
Yeah.
I just get bored. But you know, Casey sort of had a more like traditional conversation. I feel. I fucking hate that man.
Yeah, he was the worst.
Arturito. Yeah, my entire like family would watch this show, and we're all Spanish speakers, so we like my mom wanted me to like watch it to practice my Spanish most stuff.
I didn't
But-
even know it was like originally like full Spanish and they just like translated to English. And then I was like, why does it sound like, why do their voices sound weird? Like, it sound like it's coming from men. And I was like, oh, but
But you know, I wasn't like totally like disgusted by it. I'm playing. It was a good conversation. I enjoyed it.
Okay, tell me like the most interesting thing about yourself.
Tessa. This one actually went pretty well, I think.
Most interesting thing about myself. That's a rough one.
Matt. The first thing that I wrote down was that I really liked his voice. I don't know. I just liked it.
I think my voice is definitely my best asset.
Or just something,
Oh well,
something that you find interesting.
I'm red green colorblind. That's an interesting thing.
You are.
Yes. So
we talked about the fact that I'm colorblind, and I had a nice conversation about that one.
it's not bad enough where like I don't know what the color is. It's
Mhm.
just like whenever something's red, green, or brown, I don't know what it is really.
And he said he was colorblind, so like in the beginning we had like a great conversation. It flowed naturally. Whoa.
Could be either of those.
Do you find that to be like a daily challenge, or I guess like grass is green, like
Yeah, no, it's
wood
not
is
a
brown.
it's not a daily challenge. It's more like a curiosity thing because it's a good thing to talk about with people at parties, especially when people are drunk, because then they'll just be like, "What color's my shirt?" Stuff like that all over.
It was a good conversation. It was one of the better ones for this evening, but there were like I said, like those awkward pauses.
Jay was also good.
Seems like you traveled to Italy at least. Is that your favorite travel memory, favorite travel experience, or like do you have others that top it?
I don't know. I went with my dad, my grandmother, my brother, so we couldn't really do a lot of like fun stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it was still like a really great time.
What did you mean by fun? Like what's that? What's your definition?
Oh well, I mean, when you're with your family
Mhm.
and they see a certain side of you,
Ooh.
and you don't necessarily want to break that image.
Ooh, okay.
Because like my grandma, she's an older woman. She doesn't want to stay out late. She doesn't want to go to bars. She doesn't want to interact with the
classic.
late night crowd.
First was Dale. He was just there.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are you passionate about? Like what is like your thing that you like care about super much? Like what is that?
I really adore theater and film, and I really would love to be a screenwriter or a scriptwriter and just go into that in some capacity.
Okay.
So
It was very middle ground, so just like, sorry, not really my kind of guy.
Wait, they mentioned Gwen. I have some shit on Gwen.
Me too.
Shit
All right,
on Gwen.
Listen. Dude, she all right. So we had a conversation, and the only notes that I have that I wrote down is that when she was little, she liked to step on snails because she liked the sound of the crunch. She also
I said, what if I get like kicked out after the first round? Like,
yeah.
Like, what if I'm like reading these conversations supposed to be way better?
Exactly, because just like we have like a top 3, they have a top 3, and it's not even that.
In the first group, a lot of them mentioned Gwen and Snooki. I'm like, man, all these guys are mentioning these girls. I guess they're really cool. But I maybe I set my bar too high. I felt a little let down.
No one wowed me, to be completely honest. Like,
Winnie, you must be the best conversationalist literally ever. Like, all these guys are like, oh, that was awesome. And then it's going to be like, no.
I definitely had a good date. My first date was Casey. It was just kind of chill, fun, kind of got to know each other. Regina, again, she was fun to talk to. I got to know a lot about her.
Also, there's like 5 more girls that I totally don't know where they're at. So like,
yeah, like I'm not trying to get the boot.
I think that I really vibed with I don't know, it sounds like a crowd favorite, but Regina. I think we had like a cool conversation and we seemed to it just seemed to flow really well. So yeah.
This one girl who I don't know if she asked the rest of y'all, but I even forget who it was. It was like the Officer Parks and Rec. And honestly, like
I got that one too.
Who was that girl? I forget.
I think that one was Tessa.
Yeah.
Tessa? Yeah, and I'm just like, all right, I get it. That's the basicest asked question you can ever ask.
And that is going to do it for tonight's episode of UMD is Blind Season 2. We hope that, as always, this episode gave you a little more insight into who's possibly en route to a successful match here on the show, or who's going to get the boot soon. For all the cast and producers here of UMD is Blind, I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Be sure to head on over to our YouTube channel, though, because we have a lot of grade A exclusive content being posted solely to the channel and not here on IGTV. Anyways, we hope to catch you later this week where we'll be posting the next episode of Season 2 where things got a little more spicy and we found out who's been matching with each other well. We'll catch you next time.
UMD is Blind.